Y'all, I am so rusty. I don't even know where... Am I looking at the camera? I'm eating a Wendy's sugar cookie, and I have my macadamia dream cold brew. I got the big one because I have not filmed in so long, y'all. I am rusty. I'm like, how do I set up my lighting? Like, so if this is not what y'all used to, please forgive me. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, but it's rough. I'm going to an anniversary party, my friend's 9-year anniversary party, and I just dropped my kids off with their grandparents because they have new puppies and my kids want to play with the puppies. So I'm like, y'all gonna have fun and let me get together. Okay. Oh, I'm so rusty. So I want to talk about where I've been, why I haven't filmed in so long. Let me get my thoughts together. So I'm going to be using the Good Apple Foundation by Kat Von D Cosmetics. This is in the color 1060. I haven't used this foundation in a while, but I remember that I really liked it because it actually like looks like skin, and the texture of the foundation is kind of like a putty. But I usually just like tap my sponge in there like that. And I'm going to be using my little trusty mirror. So see, it's like a putty consistency, but it has really good coverage. I'm hoping you guys can see that really good. Okay, so I should be looking over here. See, I told y'all I'm rusty. I have not been filming in over 2 months, so I don't even know where to look into the camera. But yeah, so I hope you can see that consistency. It has really good coverage, and I think this is a good color for me. Yeah, so I really like this foundation. And I'm trying to hurry up because I got a later start than I would have liked. And I said I was going to come and try to help everybody set up, but child, it's not looking like that's going to happen. I already texted my friend and she was like, don't worry about it. So, whew. But yeah, where have I been? So y'all, I have not filmed since my parents' anniversary party. My parents' anniversary. And their anniversary is March 7th. So I haven't filmed in over a month. Today is March 18th. So it's been over 2 months since I've actually filmed any content whatsoever, which is really bad. But I just have not been in the mood to film. I really have not been in the headspace to film. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know that, or even here, I've talked about it before. I'm going through a divorce. It's taken longer than I would like. And, you know, divorces can get rough. They get contentious, you know, especially when people can't agree on certain things. And it just has not been the easiest process. And so that was taking a lot on my, you know, that was taking a toll on my mental health. And so between that and then work and being a single mom and trying to film YouTube, it just became a lot. I stopped posting on Instagram as much because of that. And I've been kind of MIA, hit or miss over there on Instagram. But over here on YouTube, I have been much more consistent. But again, it just became super overwhelming to, you know, try to keep up with filming, try to keep up with, you know, my personal life and my work life and everything. So something had to give, you guys. So I really thought about like just quitting social media altogether, quitting YouTube altogether. But it really is an outlet for me. I enjoy, you know, talking to you guys, sharing products that I love, talking about perfumes and beauty and all that stuff. So I didn't want to like fully give up on filming. But I just had to take like a little bit of a break because it just, y'all, it just was a lot. But I'm back and I'm super rusty on filming. So please bear with me as I try to get like back into the groove of things. because I feel like I was on a little bit of a roll, honey. Like I had my filming schedule down. Like I knew what I was doing. I had just started, you know, getting some traction. I had just got monetized on YouTube, yay, which was like something that I was like really trying to do. And you know, you guys have been so supportive and everything, and I didn't just want to like totally give up. So I want to get back into the groove, and y'all, I have been buying so many products, so I'm going to share a bunch of hauls with you guys. I have emptied so many products as well, and so I'm going to, you know, try to get some videos out to share with you guys what I've been up to. So I haven't filmed since March. My kids went on spring break. We went to the zoo. I think it was my kids' first time going to the zoo, which is kind of like embarrassing a little bit, because I'm like, why haven't I taken the kids to the zoo? But every time I wanted to take them, they had no interest in going to the zoo, you guys. They are like legit city kids, so they like the zoo. Why do we need to go to the zoo? But I just feel like it's really important to introduce kids to different animals that they may not see, you know, in their natural environment. We live in the city, so obviously they're never going to see anything except a pigeon or a squirrel or a cat or a dog, and that's just like unacceptable to me. So I wanted to like introduce them to different types of animals. And so we had kind of been watching like National Geographic and like nature videos about the world and about animals and things on, you know, streaming channels like Disney Plus and Hulu and all of that stuff. And so I was just like, I need y'all to see some animals in real life. Like, enough. Enough with this television, because we really have been watching too much TV, in my opinion. So I wanted to like really introduce them to, this is my Laura Mercier powder, introduce them to like actual animals. And when we went, it was a little bittersweet, y'all, because just like seeing the animals in the cages, I was just like, I don't know, like I felt bad for some of them. So, you know, it's bittersweet, but at the same time, I was glad I was able to introduce them to like seeing the actual animals in life, like real life. And then I also took them whale watching on spring break. That was really fun. I'll try to put in some like pictures and videos and stuff that y'all can see. So I took them whale watching, and you know, we're in California, in LA, so you know, whale season, you know, migration season, I guess is what it is. It is in March and April. So I wanted to take them, and we did take the tour, and we were, I think, the second to the last tour of the day. And the tour guide was like, you guys, we haven't been seeing any animals, so you know, I'm sorry if we don't see anything. We're gonna do the best we can to kind of like find some animals for you guys to see. So we had been out for like an hour, and unfortunately we hadn't seen anything. And so I was like kind of like mentally preparing my kids just in case we didn't see any animals, because they were like, where are the whales? Where are the dolphins? We don't see anything. And like right when it was about to be over, like maybe like the last 30 minutes, they was like, oh, we found some dolphins. There's a pod of dolphins approaching. Y'all, there were so many dolphins, and the kids were just like going crazy. And me too. Like, I love dolphins. They're like one of my favorite animals. I think they probably are my favorite sea animal. So we were able to see some dolphins in the pods, and they were playing in like the current that the boat was making in the water. So they were playing in the current, and it was just really wonderful to see like nature in action. And I was so glad we were able to, you know, catch some, because that was the whole point of doing the tour, is to see like marine life. So we were able to see some dolphins and some California sea lions. That was really fun. And I also, you know, I had some cousins visiting from, not Mississippi, South Carolina. So we had like a family kind of get together with them. What else did we do? Like, I just was really just trying to like live life, enjoy my kids, enjoy my family, enjoy my free time, off of social media, off of YouTube, kind of just like, I guess, take a mental break is really what I'm trying to say. I was just taking a mental break because it's just so much. And with my divorce going on, taking forever, I had turned in the judgment paperwork that got rejected. And I was trying to avoid paying for, you know, a paralegal or an attorney, because again, I am a single mother, sole breadwinner. child support, honey, is non-existent right at this point, and before that it was hit or miss. So really it is all on me, to be perfectly honest. And so I really did not want to, you know, spend any money having someone file paperwork that I could file myself, especially because like all the judgments have already been made. You know, all the decisions have been made regarding custody, visitation, child support, you know, all of those things have already been decided. So I'm just like, why do I need to spend some money on somebody that checks some boxes when I could do that myself, right? But obviously I underestimated how difficult this paperwork is, because it has gotten rejected a few times. And at this point, I am just like so over it. I am beyond over this whole situation. I'm just gonna bronze up my skin and kind of contour a little bit. So I found a paralegal guy, and he was like, I can do it for you, you know, I'll only charge you $300 or something like that, because like I said, basically I've already filled out everything. It was just like, one, this box hadn't been checked, or I hadn't served like one paper correctly, or it was something like really simple like that. And so he was like, oh, I can do that for $300. And then I was like, okay, no problem, you know, let's do that. But then I had a conversation with the guy over the phone, and he's like, I need, you know, I require a meeting with, you know, the people that I work with in person. And I had never had to do that before. You know, I'm used to being able to talk to you on the phone, and then we go over what I need. And then after we go over what I need, you know, I can fill out the paperwork online, you know, sign the contracts or whatever, you know, online. And I was just like, why does he have to meet in person? And, you know, I understand these are legal documents. So I was like, you know what? Okay, fine. You know, let's meet in person. But then as I kept talking to him over the phone, like I got just this weird vibe from him, and he was trying to be flirty, and he was like being, I don't know, it's not necessarily anything that he did wrong. It just was like this vibe that I felt like my intuition, my gut was just like, I just didn't feel comfortable being in a room alone with him, you know, because it was his own little business, and it was just going to be me and him in a room. And it's not like he was just like strictly staying on topic as far as business was concerned and the paperwork was concerned. He was like being a little flirtatious and just like, I don't know, it was just too much. Okay, it was just too much, whatever my feeling was. And I have learned, being 40 plus, these years that I have spent on this earth have taught me to trust my gut and trust my intuition. And so I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna find somebody else, because I just was not feeling good about the situation. And like old me would have been like, oh, you're overreacting, it's fine, just go do it. But you know what, this is my money, I'm paying for it, this is my life, so I'm gonna find somebody else, because I want to feel comfortable, especially dealing with such a sensitive subject, dealing with such a sensitive matter and topic, and finances and legal and all of that. I just want to be comfortable when I go into this office and sit down and talk to somebody. So yeah, so now I have to find another paralegal to help me, or honestly, I might just try to submit it again myself, because when I was talking to the guy over the phone, he did mention something that I hadn't even thought of, that as far as the divorce is concerned, the judge did state that, you know, spousal support would not be awarded to either party. Like, I'm not getting any, my ex is not getting any from me, thank goodness. But in the orders that I filed to finalize the judgment, there was nothing mentioned by the judge. And so the paralegal was like, oh, it has to be mentioned in the orders. And I'm like, no, I've pulled up every order that we have from court, and it's not stated anywhere in there. Now, I know for a fact that the judge said when we were at court that nobody gets any spousal support, but because it's not actually typed in the final orders, that might be what is holding everything up. And so that was like kind of frustrating to hear. But at the same time, I was like, okay, well, maybe that's why, you know, everything keeps getting rejected, because nobody actually mentioned, you know, spousal support not being awarded, or being like reserved for another day, or just being totally like discarded in the paperwork. So that was kind of eye-opening. So I was like, maybe I will just go ahead and refile the papers and state that when I file it, and we'll see if maybe that can you know, get things moving along. I'm hoping, because honestly, we have been separated at this point for years upon years, and there is no point in this being dragged out any longer, in my opinion. I just want it to be over with. So yeah, that's where the divorce situation is. So that has been like really weighing heavy on me. And y'all, girl, the other day, well, I would say a couple weeks ago, the kids and I, we went to get our phones upgraded. So I wanted to upgrade their phones because they had 7s and they weren't able to do a lot of the things. You know, I wasn't able to send them emojis, certain emojis and certain videos and things like that because their phones were older. So I was like, you know what? My phone company has a special, and, you know, if I upgraded them to the 13s, that basically I didn't have to pay anything to upgrade them, or no, the phones were like 50% off, something like that. So there was a deal going on. So I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and upgrade them. And then I'll go ahead and upgrade my phone to the 15 because I had the 12 and, you know, my screen was cracked and I was just working with it. But I'm like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and upgrade mine at the same time that I'm upgrading theirs. And y'all, why when we in the store, 2 people came in and robbed it. It was a smash and grab. Mind you, this is a little local T-Mobile store. Me and the kids were in there. There was one other customer in there, and then there were 2 customer service reps in there. The store is so little. I don't know if you guys have phone stores near you that are like local in like the neighborhoods. They're small. They're a lot smaller like than the regular stores that are like in the mall or like at other offsite locations. Y'all, when I tell you, I was petrified. So the guys came in. There were 2 guys. They came in and I turned around. I heard the manager say, "Can we help you?" And the guys didn't say anything. So I turned around and looked. They had on black masks. They had on black hoodies. And they wouldn't speak. And then I heard the rep that was helping me. She said, "Oh, they're here to rob us." When I tell you, my heart dropped into the bottom of my toes. Okay? Dropped to the bottom of my toes. I was so scared because I've never been, like, I grew up in Honey. I have seen a lot of things, but I have never been in a little bitty store when it got robbed. And so all I can think of was to pray. Okay? So I grabbed my kids. Plus my kids were with me. So I'm just like, you know, I've been seeing on the news these smash and grabs and stuff. It's like they don't want no problems. They just want to take and leave. But you never know, honestly, the mental state of someone when they're doing something like that. How do I know that that's all they want to do? How do I know that they don't want to hurt somebody? How do I know that one of the managers is not going to try to be a hero and try to like stop them from stealing, and then somebody pull out a gun, somebody get hurt, like a bullet ricochet and hit me or my kid? Like, this is all the things that are going through my head. So I am freaking out. But on the outside, I'm being calm because I didn't want my kids to be scared. So all I started doing was praying. I'm like, that's all I could do because I do believe in God. I have faith in the Almighty that, you know, He will protect me, you know, and that's the most powerful thing I could do. I can't jump these guys. Now, if they try to come for me or my kids, I'm sure the motherly power will come up within me and I will be able to do what I need to do. But I just wanted to be calm for my kids in that moment. So I grabbed my purse because I didn't want them to try to snatch my purse. Now, if they tried to snatch it, I would let them have it. But I grabbed my purse. I put it under my arm. I put my arm around my kids. And then I whispered to the rep, I'm like, "Give me my phone," because I didn't want them to try to steal the phone that actually was mine because I didn't have the new one yet. So I was like, "Give me my phone." So she gave me my phone. I threw it in my purse. I put my purse under my arm. I put my arm around my kids, and I just started praying out loud. Like super loud. Like everybody in the store could hear me. The robbers could hear me. Everybody could hear me. I was like, "Heavenly Father, please protect us." Like I just was like praying so hard because I wanted my kids to be calm. And that's the only thing I could think to do in that moment. Thankfully, they robbed the store and left. But when they were in there, they were so violent. They was like yanking the phones off the wall, like with like strength and violent like violently ripping it off the wall. And I think that's what was so scary, is because they were violent without exhibiting that violence towards us in the store. And they wouldn't talk too, because I'm sure they didn't want us to, you know, recognize their voices later. So they were really silent. And I'm like, I didn't know what state of mind they were in. They looked unstable. All I could see was like forehead and eyes. And I was just like, whew, scariest situation in my life. Then when they left, I just, you know, I was calm and everything. But once they left, like I was shaking, like my nerves started like coming down. And I was just like, my whole body was like shaking. I was terrified. And so then I asked the kids, I was like, are you guys okay? They were like, yeah, Mom, we're okay. But I could tell that they were, you know, they were scared. So, you know, I just calmed them down. And the lady kept helping me. I was like, are you okay? And I'm like worried about her because she was a lot younger than me. She was in college. I think she said she was like 19 or 20. So I'm asking her, is she okay? And she said she was fine. And she told me it happened once a month. They got robbed once a month. It's really, really sad. Like, that is absolutely unacceptable. And so it takes a long time, you know, once you buy your phones, and then to transfer over all your photos and transfer your phone information from your old phone to your new phone. So that was going to take like another hour. So she's like, you know what? Go ahead. You guys go eat. And, you know, come back in an hour and your phone should be ready. So I was like, okay. So we left. And in the plaza where the T-Mobile is, there's like food places. There's a Walmart. There's a bunch of things right there. So we left, me and the kids. We went and got something to eat. We went to Five Guys. Let me brush this off before I put this highlight. We went to Five Guys, and while I was there, I got the customer service rep a gift card so she can get her some dinner. So I got her a $20 gift card to get her just, you know, something to eat at Five Guys, because I just felt so bad for her. She was so sweet, and I just felt so bad for her. And so after we ate, we came back to the store, and it was like 8 o'clock. So they were closing up. Mind you, the smash and grab had happened like maybe an hour and a half, almost 2 hours at that point, before we came back to the store, and the police still hadn't got there. They still hadn't got there. And I'm just like, are you serious? This is why these people are doing what they're doing, because there's absolutely no consequences. Like, honestly, that's how I feel. It's so frustrating. And so the police hadn't even come yet. And so I go in, I get my phone. She's super sweet. And right when I'm about to leave, the police show up. So it took them about 2.5 hours to get there. Now, I totally understand why they take so long, because it's just like, what can they do at that point? It's already happened. Nobody's in danger anymore. Nobody's hurt. So it's just like, honestly, the sad part about it is it happens so much nowadays, and especially in California, that it's just like, what can they do? It's like a waste of time to even come like expeditiously, because what's happened has happened, and you're just going to file the insurance report, and that's going to be the end of it. And unfortunately, these people don't get caught. No consequences. So we get the phone, and then I'm like, I want to get the kids, you know, screen protectors, the glass front screen protectors with like the blue tint, and like the phone covers. But I don't want to pay for it at T-Mobile, because I feel like it's so much more at T-Mobile. So I was just like, listen, we're gonna head over to this Walmart. Okay, we're gonna go over here to this Walmart, and we're gonna get you guys your screen protectors, your phone cases, whatever else we need. So we walk over to the Walmart. Mind you, the Walmart is in the exact same plaza, probably like maybe 10 stores down. It's a big plaza, but it's still within the same plaza. So we go down. Okay, we go down to the Walmart. We get out the car. Why I see two guys standing in front of the Walmart trying to sell phones. They didn't have on any mask, but I will never forget this part of their face. It was the same guys that had just robbed us in the Walmart. I cannot make this up. I'm not even playing. I was like, I locked eyes with one of them, and then I froze. He froze. And then I looked away and I just said a prayer inside, and then I was just like, oh, hi guys, how are you? How you doing, kids? Okay, let's go in here and let's go in here real quick, and then we'll be right back out. And like, I'm trying to like fake that I'm okay. I'm trying to like fake that everything's all right, and so that my kids don't notice that I'm nervous. And so the other guy didn't notice that I recognized who they were. So I go in the store, y'all. Hold on, let me curl these lashes, child. I'm sorry, you guys. I had to do my eyebrows and my eyeliner offline because, child, I cannot talk or do nothing else when I'm doing that. And look what happened. You see, I am rusty putting on makeup. I'm rusty with all this. So now I got to figure out how I'm going to fix this situation right here. Oh, wait. So, where did I leave off? Whew. I need to sip on that. Whew. I am wearing these lashes. I think I got these off of TikTok or Temu. I can't remember. But yeah, I like them. I've only worn them once, so I'm going to wear them today. And I might do like a video. I need to cut them because they're a little too long for my eye. I just cut off about that much. Excuse you. I need some more scissors. But yeah, so y'all, so I go into the Walmart, and my son could notice like something's wrong. He's like, Mom, so I'm gonna put some glue on here. He's like, Mom, what's wrong with you? I'm like, the guys outside are the guys that robbed the T-Mobile store. He was like, no, Mom, no, they're not. I'm like, yes, they are. First of all, I'm very observant. I pay attention to everything around me. I trust no one. I keep my head on a swivel at all times because number one, you know, being from quote, quote, the hood or going to school in the hood or whatever, taught me to be very careful. Being a single woman in the world, i.e. choosing the bear or the man, being a single woman in the world, and being alone, you know, has taught me as well to always keep my head on a swivel. My eye is watering, you guys. And I hate that for me, especially because I'm about to put these on. Has taught me to, you know, always be diligent, always be aware of my surroundings. My car doors are always locked. You know, I'm a very cautious person by nature. In addition to being a mother, I'm always trying to protect my kids. So I'm very observant, okay? Extremely observant of the world around me, first and foremost. So I may not remember a name, but I ain't never gonna forget a face, child. Never. So the guys matched the heights, the build, the forehead, the eyes, everything. And the fact that he looked at me and froze at the same time that I looked at him and froze means he knew who I was. He probably was like, that's the same lady in the store with the kids that was praying out loud. He knew it was me and I knew it was him. So my son was like trying to look like, oh, let me go. I'm like, don't turn around. Do not look. We're going to go in here. We're going to get these phone gadget accessories and we're leaving and we're going home. Okay. So we did that. I got everything I needed. And I was literally out of that Walmart in like less than 4 minutes. When I came back out, the guys were gone. They were gone. So I figured they recognized me and was like, let's get out of here. Because they probably didn't know if I was going to go in and call the police or notify security or anything like that. But baby, I don't know nothing. I ain't seen nothing. I don't know nothing. Okay. Don't ask me nothing. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in. I'm not going to tell nothing on nobody. Nobody at all, child, okay? Because the safety of me and my kids come first. It's not about being a snitch. It's not about being a good citizen, a good Samaritan, whatever. Like, even if they got caught and went to jail, like, there's nothing that really the law here in LA will do to them. They'll go in and come right back out. And I'm not about to risk my safety. I don't know the mental state of these people, you know? So they was gone by the time I came back out of that Walmart. And I was low-key happy because I didn't want to have to pretend like I wasn't scared again. So we get in the car. And mind you, like I said, I'm a very cautious person by nature anyway. So when we get in the car, I'm still looking around, making sure that they're not necessarily in a car next to me, behind me, waiting to follow me home. I don't know, okay? I don't know these people. I don't trust nobody. I'm trying to make sure me and my kids is good. So I'm looking around, making sure nobody's following me, nobody's watching us. Because keep in mind, this store is literally blocks from my home. Blocks from my home. So they don't have to follow me too long in order to see me at my apartment complex, okay? So I was being extra cautious. And of course, as I'm pulling out, I think I see a car following me. I was like, is this car following me? Like, I'm terrified. I'm really scared. And I'm, again, trying to be calm for my kids because I don't want them to be afraid. I don't want them to be worrying or to make them even more nervous or paranoid than they probably already are, having, experienced that with me. And so I'm pulling out of the parking lot. The car pulls out of the parking lot. I make a right. The car makes a right. I can't see who's inside because, mind you, at this point, it's about 8:30 at night at this point. And I think this was before the time changed. So it was like really, really dark outside. So I'm nervous, I'm scared, I'm paranoid. Like, I had just been through a traumatic situation with my kids all at the same time, trying to be strong, trying to be brave for my kids. So I turn right, it turns right. And I remember learning somewhere, like, if you ever feel like you're being followed, make 4 right turns. And that will let you know if they continue to make 4 right turns with you, you definitely being followed. So I made another right turn. The car makes another right turn. I make the 3rd right turn. The car makes a 3rd right turn. At this point, I'm just like, oh my God, they following me. Oh Lord. Like, I'm so scared. Then I started going slower than like the speed limit. I'm like, if y'all really following me, we gonna take forever to get to the house because y'all not about to find me at home. You ain't about to follow me home. So then we driving. And I guess the car got sick of me driving so slow. And then they got from behind me and passed me. And it was 2 little old ladies in the car. So yeah, I was paranoid. But still, for good reason. For good reason. So the car drove off. I still drove for another 10 minutes. I made some right turns, some left turns, child. I went to the next city over. And then when I finally felt like, okay, if somebody was following me, they're not following me anymore, then I went home. But y'all, that was so scary. I'm just like, when you see it on TV, those smash and grabs, those robberies or whatever, it doesn't look scary because the people, they're generally not violent. They just go in, they grab stuff and run out. It's a hectic situation, but it's not necessarily scary. But living through it and not knowing, what the people's intentions are, that was super, super scary, you guys. I do not wish that on anybody. Just want to smooth this out. Lord, what I'm doing to this hair. I'm back. Okay, I pulled myself together a little bit, okay, and I'm wearing some pieces from Amazon. I put my nails on off camera as well. I am a press-on girly now because don't nobody got time to be sitting in a chair in a nail shop for 3 hours anymore. I don't have time anymore. So I got this set from Amazon, you guys. I really love it so much. It looks so elegant and classy and pulled together. And I actually bought a bunch of pieces from Amazon. So I think I'll go ahead and film like a little short video for you guys and show you guys all the like earrings that I've just recently bought on Amazon because I love all of them and I like to share little things with you guys. So yeah, that's what I've been up to, y'all. I had to take a break from my mental health. I've been spending time with my kids. I thought about quitting YouTube, but I'm like, I'm not leaving my girls, okay? I had to come back. So please please subscribe to the channel. I promise I'm going to start pumping out more videos for you guys because I mean, like, I need some therapy, honey. Y'all are my therapy. Y'all are my safe space. This is where I get to actually talk about the things that I love with you guys. I get to share things I love. I'm also going to be doing some giveaways coming up just to show you guys how much I appreciate you. I have been shopping and shopping and shopping. So I'm going to be doing some hauls coming up. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Please subscribe, you guys. Please like, please comment, please do all of those things. Also, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who watches the channel, who commented, who asked me if I was okay, who checks in on me over on Instagram, TheMomLatrice. Please subscribe to me over there as well. I just really, really genuinely love and appreciate each and every one of you because y'all my riders. Y'all be riding with me and I'm a ride for you just the same. Oh, I forgot to share with you guys my scent of the day. I'm going to do a haul on, y'all, I have bought so much, like so much. And one of my favorite purchases that I've recently bought is a dupe from Lattafa. Okay, so you guys know how much I love, what's it called? Burberry Her Elixir. The pink one, I'll put it on the screen. It's so good. It's strawberry milkshake. It lasts a long time. It projects. That is like one of my favorite fragrances of all time. Well, girl, guess what? They got a dupe. Lattafa got a dupe, okay? Lattafa got their foot on everybody's necks, okay? The perfume industry, Lattafa is on y'all necks. If I was a perfume fragrance house, I would hate Lattafa. I would hate them because they be duping and they do it good. So this is called Rave Now, and this is my scent of the day. This is a dupe of Burberry Her Elixir, and it's bomb, you guys. It is 1-2-1. It is an exact dupe for Burberry Her Elixir, and I don't say that lightly. Y'all know I'm not like, I love dupes because, baby, I will spray myself down with a dupe. Okay, I will spray myself down with the dupe, and then I'll save my original, you know, just for special occasions. Girl, this one, when I tell you it smells exactly like the original version, I'm not even exaggerating. It smells exactly like it. I have had this for 2 weeks now because I was trying to save it to haul it with you guys. But girl, when I tell you the scent on this box from 2 weeks ago is still there, I am not exaggerating. The scent is still there because actually what happened was when I ordered this from Amazon, I got it and the bottle was leaking out. The bottle was leaking and it was leaking inside of the package. So it was leaking out, and because it's so inexpensive, y'all, this was so inexpensive. It was like $20-something for 100 mils, like 3.4 ounces. This is a full bottle and it was so inexpensive, and it had leaked out like maybe like that much. So it's like right here now. It's about right here now. So it had only leaked out a little bit. So I'm like, I don't want to go through the hassle of contacting Amazon, sending this bottle back and all of that. Like, don't nobody got time for none of that. And because it was so inexpensive, I just was like, whatever, I don't got time. So I kept the box and the bottle. It still smells, the box still smells like Burberry Her Elixir. So this is my scent of the evening. Y'all, when I tell you, this baby projects and it lasts forever. It is eternal. It's eternal. So I will put the link down below if you guys want to get this. It is so good. So yep, that's where I've been. And listen, it is what it is. But like I said, I'm about to knock out these videos. I'm about to start like trying to be more consistent on YouTube and on Instagram. Hopefully, y'all, I got a lot going on, so forgive me if I'm in and out. So please hit that notification bell and hit it to where you get notified for all of my postings, because my posting schedule is like all over the place right now. I film when I can, I film when I'm in the mood, I film when I'm like really happy and wanting to talk to you guys, because I want to really engage with you guys, and I don't want to feel like this is a job necessarily. I don't want to feel like this is like stressful for me to film and try to get out content. So my posting schedule is non-existent. So please hit the notification bell so that you are notified of every single thing that I post. And until next time, I love you, love you, love you, love you.